Hi everybody! So today we're going to talk about going to Disney and maybe being able to go on a budget and not have to pay what, is the infamous Disney prices, what people talk about. We love to go to Disney, our family of four, and we just enjoy it. And we get a bunch of people that look at us like we're crazy. Like, you really like Disney that much? Well, yeah, kind of do. Sorry, it doesn't always float everybody's boat. There are some people that have went that said they didn't, it was okay. Some people that have went that loved it, and other people that haven't gone at all. So we went on our first trip, and we paid, like one of the specials that Disney had at the time. And it was still a good special. It was free dining. So we went, and we absolutely loved it. Well, we kind of got hooked on wanting to go to Disney after that. And so I was just kind of looking at ways to save, and I found a great resource, and I'm going to share that with you. We have gone to Disney in the past year 3 times. Three times. And I get these looks from people, and it's one of these things that I almost don't like telling people how many times I've gone to Disney in a year, because they just kind of look at you like, really? For one, you went to Disney that many times? Is it that great? Yeah, it is. It is if you've gone. Yeah, I think it is. But, to each his own. But I guess I almost get skeptical even want to tell people, because what do people think about when they think of Disney? They think, cha-ching, cha-ching, just money, money, money. But what I'm going to tell you today is we have gone to Disney 3 times, like I said, in the past year, and we spent $4,500. Okay, did you hear me? $4,500 for all 3 trips. Okay, that's all we spent. And that includes airline tickets for all 4 of us round trip. That includes staying on Disney property. That includes the tickets. And we also did the Mickey's Very Merry Christmas Party. And that includes the Memory Maker too. We do not live anywhere close enough to drive. It's not like I live in Florida. I don't live in Florida. I don't live in the surrounding states around Florida. That includes park hoppers, okay? Now we did not go to any of the water parks. But that is all 4 of the normal parks. Epcot, Animal Kingdom, Magic Kingdom, and Hollywood Studios. And it's park hoppers, staying on resort property. I'm going to tell you, not every time that we stayed was a value resort. Our first trip, we stayed at Boardwalk. Then the second trip, we stayed at Pop Century, and so that's going to be a value resort. Our third trip that we took, we stayed at Riviera. All of those factors is what went into that $4,500. Now, I did not include the price of meals and everything, because everybody's going to do something different. Some people like to do the whole Amazon Prime where they, get a bunch of food delivered to their room. And there are some families that want to do more of the quick services and some of the cheaper value meals. And then you have other people that want to do some of the more expensive meals. So I left dining completely out of my costs. We didn't do the dining plan, so that doesn't, I guess, include the dining plan if you wanted to do that. We just did not include any meals at all in what we spent. I spent $4,500 for 3 trips for a family of 4, and you're probably going to ask, okay, how many days were you there? Were you only there for like a day or 2? Each trip that we took, it was 5 days, 4 nights. So I'm telling you, you can totally do it. You can totally do it. And, it's just one of those things that literally I hated telling people where I was going, because it's like you thought, okay, they're going to Disney again. Man, how much money are they making? It just seems to be the thing that goes to everybody's mind. But I'm telling you, you can go for cheaper. So what I'm going to tell you too, okay, so we spent $4,500. I said that a lot now. So I priced the vacations at what you would pay if you didn't get any discounts, if you didn't get any specials, not using any of the strategies that I found from a good source that I will share with you in a minute. I priced it, and I have to look at my spreadsheet. Okay, so the 3 trips, what I priced, if we paid direct out of pocket, it would have cost us $19,880. Um, I'm not gonna spend that much on vacation in a year, okay? But $4,500 for 3 trips in 1 year is pretty good. You can totally do it. Disney does not have to be this huge money thing that people. It's a once in a lifetime trip. And you know what? For some people, it might be, and that's okay. I know before we went, that's what I thought. You know, like you go to Disney like once and you're good, but you want to wait till your kids are older. So I at first even thought the same thing until I actually finally went. And you know what? I'm so glad we went earlier. It was my husband that said, no, we're just going to go ahead and go. I know our son he was only 2 the first time we ever went. And I thought, well, you have to promise me then that we'll get to go back again, because I thought he's still too young to fully, you know, maybe remember all the things. Although I will say he did remember some things. More than what I thought he would, which was good. So some of you that think, oh, my kid's too young yet, no, they're really not. Because what about your other kids then too? You know what? And then maybe you want to go back. Maybe you find out, hey, I can use these strategies, and I found it from a book. Okay, I didn't go research it, so I will share that though. I mean, maybe you do want to wait. Maybe you say that you only want to go once, so you want your kids to be old enough. And like I said, that is totally fine. That is totally fine. But if you thought that you could go to Disney for less money than what you were originally thinking, would you do it? And would you maybe consider going like a couple of times in? So anyways, what you all are probably like, will she just get on with it already and tell us? So this book is what I actually found, and it was after our first trip to Disney, and I was thinking, oh my gosh, this is so much fun. I really want to go back again. And you know, we thought, oh, maybe we'll go in another couple years, maybe go every other year. And so I was just kind of decided, you know, maybe I'm gonna see if there's, you know, some savings tips for Disney. And you know, of course, Facebook, you know, ads and everything, they like track what you do. And sometimes you're like, all I did was talk about that. How'd you know? But anyways, this book, the advertisement actually popped up in my news feed, and so I decided to kind of check it out and look at it. And I was skeptical at first because I thought, okay, are you really gonna, what are you gonna really grab from it? And it is a book by L.J. Johnson, Laura Lynn, she goes by L.J., and she wrote Disney World Within Reach. Now, I would love to tell you the things that are in here, but I'm not going to do that because it's kind of like high school and, you know, middle school, whatever. You're supposed to write a paper and you can't plagiarize. Yeah, I would feel like sharing tips and things that somebody else wrote and did the research for is plagiarism, and I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to support her. I'm going to tell you to go get her book and read it. And I will say, did I use everything out of this book? I'm going to be honest, no, I did not use everything out of that book. But there was valuable information in that book that I've learned and that I've actually applied to everyday spending. You know, for the home or whatever I need, I go and use these strategies now that I didn't even know existed before. So, you know, some people say, well, it's just to save money on Disney. Well, no, it's to save money on everyday life for everything that you have to get. I highly recommend the book. How much information out of the book did I use? Maybe 30 to 40%. I mean, not everything pertained to me because I didn't want to do everything that was in there. But was everything good? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. You know what? Not every strategy works for everybody 100% of the time. Probably going to be a strategy that's going to work for you and that you're going to benefit from it. But I'm going to say, I think the best selling factor of this book is the Facebook group. It is called Disney World Within Reach, customers only, and it's for anybody who has purchased the book. They get added into this Facebook group. It's a private Facebook group that obviously you have to ask to be, you know, asked to be accepted, and they have to prove that you in fact did buy the book. And I'm going to say that is where people that maybe took some strategies that were in this book that I was like, okay, say what? How do you do that again? They knew exactly how to break it down. The group has saved me even more money than I thought I could. And it's literally, I mean, stuff that is in the book, but they kind of maybe broke it down more, or maybe they had a twist of how they did it. Or maybe it was something new that wasn't in the book yet. I mean, she's constantly updating and constantly updating and constantly changing the book, making new additions to involve this new evolving information. Because I mean, everything keeps evolving. I mean, there's something in here that when I first read the first book, granted this is the second book actually, and it's a lot thicker than the first book was, that something that she had used before no longer applied because they got rid of it. Well, that happens, and so she constantly updates her books, and then that way she gives you the most up-to-date information. Within this last quarter, something that I had made a comment on in the group, somebody else, commented back and said, hey, why don't you do this? And I did it, and it saved us. So it is so, so worth it. And my kids are screaming, and I'm so sorry, but they're having fun. You can stay on property and not have to spend thousands and thousands of dollars as far as, I mean, when I hear people talk about that they're spending $10,000 on one Disney trip, I think, holy cow. Like, how many people are in your trip? Like, have you used any of the saving strategies? Do you know about them, like, at all? And so I immediately want to help people. Everybody's gonna, I don't want to be the crazy Disney lady. All she does is talk about Disney. So, anyways, there's my spiel that you can go to Disney and it doesn't have to cost tens of thousands of dollars to go. The amount that we spent, I guess it was $4,502, okay? So, sorry, $2 more than what I had said. But we went 3 times in 1 year. But you can budget. I will put a link in the description for this. Am I an affiliate? Yes, I am an affiliate. I would not tell you to buy this if I didn't think it worked. About it, look her book up, see what you think, and then you can make the decision whether or not you want to buy it or not. All right, hope you get to go to Disney soon.